How many people live in this apartment? 2. Who is Jessica's cousin? Victor. Who sat in chair number 4? Not James. Ooh. Who was killed? Who is the killer?
Ooh.
Tricky. Who sat in chair number 4?
So it's not James.
It's not Victor.
Are we assuming that,
Whoever it was drinking wine.
But we know that...
Wait, were they? They can't be. They can't have been drinking...
Well, champagne.
No, the champagne is closed.
I mean, not the wine's not open either.
Right, but the wine is in the glasses, so you can assume that somebody was served wine.
I'm
The
just
champagne
saying
is
that...
specifically closed.
Well, I'm just saying that, like, the bottles don't look open, so that you can make the assumption that it's just the way the models are.
No, this is definitely not red wine.
What the fuck is it then, Dave? It's not tea. Who drinks tea out of a wine glass?
Well, then that Oh, god damn it. So dumb. This wine hasn't been drunk because she's pregnant. So this is Ronnie.
Okay.
Because Victor, James, dead person,
Carol?
Ronnie. Because
But
whoever it was wearing lipstick that smudges, and that's not Jess.
it has to be Carol.
Yes. So who sat in chair number 4? Ronnie.
Who was killed? Carol.
Who is the killer? That one's trickier.
We don't have any idea of who Carol is.
We don't know who Carol is, but we do have a couple of points that we can use. Which is that she clearly died while she was drinking the wine.
Yeah.
And
Which
Ronnie,
is not how poison works,
right.
But whatever.
And Ronnie is the one that got the wine. Oh, and then there's this.
Oh, here we go.
Happy birthday to the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah. It has to be from Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie.
He bought her chocolates.
Yeah, he bought her chocolates.
So it's not like he's, coming to dinner with, like, we got to get rid of this kid or whatever kind of thoughts. So
yeah.
Obviously...
I think it was one of those things where they were contemplating abortion, but there's no indication that they were actually going through with it.
Yeah, that might be just like a red herring kind of thing. But then who is Carol?
I don't know.
Is Carol somebody Ronnie met on like one of his trips or something? Is that why Margaret doesn't like him?
CBA 50th anniversary special. That might not be important.
No, I don't think it is. And there's nothing in that envelope.
Nothing. Orange peel and jasmine.
That's a pretty good one.
So we process of elimination to everybody in terms of seating.
So, my thought then, here.
Yeah.
Let me think about this. Ronnie bought the wine.
Yeah.
Ronnie knew that Jess was pregnant and she wouldn't drink.
Okay.
So what if Ronnie poisoned the wine, knowing that so-and-so wasn't going to show up, James wasn't going to show up, Victor doesn't drink, and then Ronnie has champagne.
Alternatively, he has 2 bottles here. Yeah.
What if he poisoned all of them? Because only the red wine is the thing that, like, clearly the seat number 2 didn't drink.
Yeah.
The seat at number 3 has the lipstick, which we know doesn't smudge, that Jess doesn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Victor doesn't drink alcohol at all, so he's got the cuppa over there. We got the kettle on the counter that's got his cup of tea prepared.
Yep.
And then James didn't show up. And
most importantly, you're having a dinner party, right? What time do people show up for a dinner party?
Usually like maybe 4 or 5 o'clock.
And he bought this at 5:23.
So he came over, like, he bought this as he was coming over.
Wait a second. Never mind. Wasn't sure if the card matched. It does.
So that's my thought, is that Ronnie poisoned the red wine. For some reason?
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, ultimately, we're not being tasked to figure out why, just what. And I think we've got it.
That's my logical steps there, is that Ronnie's at seat 4, James didn't show up, Victor doesn't drink, and Jess didn't drink any of the red wine. So the red wine had to be poisoned by whoever bought the red wine.
And had the opportunity to spike it.
Immediately before the party.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
And then I think the locked out laptop, maybe Carol was trying to mess with it. Wait, hold on. One other thing I could check before we finish that.
Go ahead. Yeah.
No. Okay, I thought maybe there'd be a telltale on the keys. But there isn't. Alright, let's see.
How far off are we?
3! That's the worst we've done yet.
But we're still kind of onto it, though.
What did we not have correct?
Complete. Good luck.
Maybe we had whoever's sitting at seat 4 is not correct.
No, because that's definitely Victor.
No,
sorry.
Ronnie, you said.
Yeah. You think it was Jess? It can't be Jess.
No. See, what's with all these, like, napkins that have, like, the red stuff on it, though?
That's a good question. That might lead to a better understanding.
What if 1 is Jess, who's having the beef stew?
And then 2 is Victor because he's not drinking.
Right. Or 2 is Ronnie because he's sitting next to Jess.
And he's not drinking because he knows it's poisoned?
Yeah. So then we have... So who's sitting at number 4? It's still Carol that's killed because she's the only other woman here.
Right.
Who has lipstick.
I'm telling you, that's not wine. Right?
It looks like champagne.
But then you crouch down.
Can you tell me what else it could possibly be, Dave?
Water, but it's not. Fucking... What are we missing here?
So maybe 5 is the guy who doesn't drink alcohol. Victor or whatever, right?
But
because who has presents here? Right? We have Ronnie's present right here. We have a card from
Victor.
So Victor's here. And we have a card from her mom.
That's kind of the trick, isn't it?
Did her mom show up and Carol didn't show up? What if Margaret showed up and is the dead person?
Oh, there's no writing on the fucking letter. No. Fuck. I thought maybe you could check her handwriting, but there's nothing written on this.
Yeah. So what if... so who do we have... So let's look at this from, like, the perspective of where we are right now. So, like, if you go to seat 1, I would assume, is Jess.
Okay.
Seat 2, I would assume, is Ronnie.
Which means that seat 4 has to be Victor.
Victor is her cousin who does drink alcohol.
Who's in
Right?
AA.
Is he in AA?
Thank you for all your support while
Victor's
I was in AA.
So, god damn it. So, no, Victor would have to be seat 1 then, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're saying is correct and what's in that glass is like juice or something.
Is there anything?
But there's no evidence of any like juice sitting around. Like, it's tea and it's wine.
There's an extra wine glass here. There's booze. Another
but the
wine
other
glass.
thing is that if hold on, another thought here.
Mm-hmm.
If the wine was poisoned, the wine was put in the beef stew. If the wine was put in the beef stew, then the person at seat number 1 would be dead.
Okay. Agreed.
So maybe the wine isn't poisoned.
Okay. I'm with you.
I'm not sure where to go from there.
It specifically says who was killed, so it can't have been natural causes. So if we assume that everybody that has red smudges was eating the beef stew, because maybe seconds.
But that doesn't make sense from the plates.
Why is there no napkin for spot number 3?
I don't know.
Maybe we need to find it?
Hold on, go back to that. Turn around. Oh, I thought there was something sticking out the corner of that fridge there. Never mind.
Da Vinci wine. No, not what I want. I want a flashlight. God damn you.
There's nothing here, so I mean... We have all the evidence that we are going to get, as far as I'm aware.
As far as we can tell.
What's that?
Chessboard.
Chessboard. Okay, that's not important.
Creeping around at the speed of sound. Alright, one last thing to do.
Places to go.
Nope. Nope. Pull the fire alarm. Nope. Can't go in there. Okay.
Okay. Alright. So we can make the assumption that we're pretty aware Jess is pregnant.
Yes.
We're pretty aware that Ronnie knows that Jess is pregnant.
And he seems to be okay with it.
He has the card in there for the abortion clinic, but that was... I don't know. I don't know what to make of that, but Jess seems to be trying to quit smoking. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it does look like a cigarette. So Jess and Ronnie, they're trying to quit... They're trying to... do right. She's trying to stop smoking. He was like, maybe we need to think about having an abortion or whatever.
This does say don't use this if you're pregnant, but also don't smoke. So...
And we have a non-smudge lipstick. Please smoke responsibly. There's no responsible smoking.
That's interesting. So she's trying to stop smoking.
Okay. Is there nothing on the back of that card? Okay. I don't know who that could possibly be.
It doesn't seem important or relevant.
Anything, and there's nothing on the back of this. So Ronnie Dedea bought a box of wine, box of chocolates for her birthday.
At
Brought that
5
to the
o'clock,
party.
Yeah.
Sure.
Assume that the party started at 6 because it's 7:15.
Sure. So he put the wine in a cup of the wine into the beef stew.
Yeah.
And
Everybody
I don't
ate
know what the deal is with the plates, because like we clearly have a white stew, and then we also have a beef stew. But then we have these napkins that are red, and we have 3 people that have red napkins.
2
people have red napkins. One has a
red. This one is only red. This one is red and white. This one is only white, and this one is white. Only white.
Yeah.
Presumably only white.
I mean, the person who died has to be Carol, right? Are you saying... can I see that thing with the lipstick again, where it said it doesn't smudge? Water resistant leaves no marks and smears. Okay, yeah, alright. So, if she was going to drink, she wouldn't be drinking alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Can you look at the, can you look at those bottles of champagne? Maybe they're like sparkling like juice or something? I can't read that.
It says champagne.
Okay, so champagne. So I wouldn't say that Jess would be drinking either the Da Vinci or the champagne.
Right. Which would track for the glass of wine that is a third full, as mentioned.
But then why would she be served it? You know what I mean?
To make everybody
she
feel comfortable.
She wouldn't be served a glass of... Well, then what about the person drinking tea? You know what I mean? We have 2 people here who are supposedly unable to drink alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
But we only have 1 person that's served non-alcohol. Unless James is the one that didn't show up.
Which we know that James is the one that didn't show up because he's the one that's left-handed.
Right. No, Victor's left-handed, isn't he?
Nope, James.
My brain is like melting here. Yeah, James is left-handed. Okay, so James... No, her cousin is Victor.
Yeah, we got that.
Okay, so her cousin is Victor. Victor can't drink. James didn't show up. Victor showed up. So he's either at seat 1 or he's at seat 4, and seat 4 is something other than alcohol.
Okay, so this is... I'm just saying right here. This is definitely poison, because I'm just realizing this head is turned to the right and spitting up blood. Okay.
Right.
So there's definitely murder afoot. Can't see anything in the garbage can.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Garbage can is empty. Everything here is...
Is there anything odd about the recipe, perhaps? Maybe there's like some item in here that like maybe they're allergic to it or something? Low sodium broth, Bailey's time. No, all that looks pretty straightforward. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, that all looks pretty straightforward to me.
Yeah. So... Wait a second.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can move... God damn it, Dave. God damn it, Dave.
Doctor's appointment at 5:30
you
p.m.
fucking son of a bitch.
That doesn't necessarily help us yet. Hold on.
I know, but it's still more evidence that we were missing.
Victor is visiting 11:30. Concert starts 5:30. Brunch with Victor at 11:45. Dinner with Gabby. Call with Gerald at 12 p.m. Call the bank reminder. So hold on a second. This was on Valentine's Day. Okay.
Yep.
trip to LA.
Valentine's in LA. Wait. What's the address for that restaurant?
New York City.
He was in New York City
And
when she was supposedly in LA.
Okay, now we have something.
So what if he's cheating on her?
But that raises the further question, whose purse is this?
Carol's.
You think it's Jess that died?
I think it's Jess that died. Because if that purse is Carol's purse, because she was at... Maybe Ronnie was cheating on Jess with Carol. You know what I mean?
I agree.
But then why would she be drinking wine? She's pregnant.
Does she know? She must.
She has to know. Unless she doesn't.
Wait.
What if Carol's pregnant?
That's what I was just thinking. Carol is the one with the nicotine patches. Okay.
So what if Carol's pregnant
Carol's sitting at spot number 2.
and he wanted to get her an abortion because he was like with Jess?
Right. And
Jess isn't pregnant.
Yeah, and Carol isn't drinking, but she's still being served wine.
She's pretending to be
not pregnant.
like, because she doesn't want to be like, oh, I can't announce that I'm pregnant, but I'm gonna. You can serve me wine, but I'm not gonna drink it.
Now the question is:
so what if Ronnie
did Carol or Ronnie kill Jess? It had to have been Ronnie, based on the evidence that we found.
I would have to say, well then, so Ronnie's chair 4. Ronnie killed Jess.
But that's only one thing that we've changed, and we had 2 questions wrong. Hold on.
I think we're getting somewhere, though. No.
What?
What if Ronnie... He knew the wine was poison. So Ronnie's at seat 2. Carol's at seat 4. And Jess was the person at seat 5, or seat 3, and was the one who was killed.
You think that's the answer?
I think that's the answer.
No.
No. Okay.
But we still have the same number of correct answers, so we know it's those 2.
Loading complete.
Right?
Because those are the only 2 we changed. The killer and the seat 4. No, we also changed, No, the killer we still had as Ronnie, so... Whoever's in seat 4 and whoever... Well, unless the killer was...
Who sat in chair number 4? I think it was Ronnie.
Okay.
And I think Jess was killed, and I think Carol is the killer.
What if Carol wanted to get... Yeah, what if Carol wanted to get Jessica out of the way because she wanted to have the child with Ronnie?
Because think about it. Wait a second. Oh my god, am I this dumb?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for,
Pregnancy thing is at the top.
keep out of reach of children and pets. Use patches have enough nicotine to poison children and pets. If swallowed, get medical help or contact a poison control center right away.
You thinking that she, like, doped the wine with, like, nicotine or something?
Yep. And she was sitting...
That makes...
So if she's sitting right here...
Yeah.
And the glass is right there... Of course the person at number 2 is going to be the person that kills her. Because otherwise you're sitting over here and you can't reach over without fucking Victor noticing. at least.
Right.
So Carol
I think
has to be the killer. Ronnie
that
was
makes
sitting
sense.
over in the number 4.
Right. Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Took us
So I think we
took
were-
us a hot second to find that calendar, but as soon as we did, it all unraveled.
Yeah. No, just knowing that he was out of town
Yeah.
and went to that restaurant that we found the matchbook in, the purse of,
And of course,
and she was in a completely different place at that time.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And of course, the other thing that we kind of forgot, Ronnie got her chocolate and said to the most beautiful woman in the world. He still loved her.
Right.
Carol was
yeah.
the jealous mistress.
Yeah. Ronnie wanted to get an abortion, wanted Carol to get an abortion because he regretted what he did and wanted to continue his relationship with Jess.
Right.
But
He
Carol
had the card
was
from
like,
a lawyer because he was trying to get a restraining order. How much you want to bet?
maybe, but Carol was like, "No, you knock me up. You're with me now, and I'm getting this other woman out of your life
hold on a second,
so you can be with me or whatever."
Hold on a second. I just realized something. If I'm right about this, this is going to be fucking amazing.
Right.
Hold on. It's going to take a hot second because I got to go back from this one to the other scenario.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lewis Hampton, attorney at law. Cool.
Okay.
Which case file would you like to tackle?
Are we saying Lewis Hampton is the connecting?
I'm saying Lewis Hampton
thread between all of
specializes
this?
in restraining orders.
That is an interesting thought.
I'm wrong. Damn, I was so sure. Bradley and Colt.
Oh well.
Ah, well. That would have been awesome.
Oh, well.
That would have been cool.
That would have been a nice throughput.
All right. But next time on Character Select, we have one more case left on the 4th floor. The Celebration.
Looks like some beer pong and whatever.
Yeah, it'll be great. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Tyler,
Dave.
we're actually deducing things very well. We're not inferring.
We made a few mistakes on that last one, but had we got that calendar the first time, we might have made some better inferences.
Yeah. But thank you very much for watching.
No, I think we're doing a pretty good job.
Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. Detective and Noteboy will return in the next episode to uncover the secrets of the 4th floor.
The Celebration.
Where, honestly, if somebody was like, hey, you want to rent this apartment? It's like, yeah, why is it so cheap? They're like, murders.
3 of them.
Be like, you know what, I'm good. I'm fucking good.
God.